doing some Guilds of Ravnica sealed in preparation for GP Warsaw. Let's have a look at our rares. Ooh, this one is a hell of a rare. Venerated Loxodon. This is like fine, solid removal spell with like a bit of upside. Erratic Cyclops is really good in Izzet decks, probably not so good in sealed. Likewise Clarion, it's probably good in like a multicolour control deck. It's very niche. Chromatic Lantern is not great. Camaraderie is fine if you have a lot of creatures. So our rares aren't great, but we have the Loxodon, which is like A+. Oh, we have a glaive. Yeah, we have a glaive and a lot of gates. We might go full 5-color nonsense Nucleo. That is quite possible. Let's actually let's look at the uncommons a sec before we do anything further. We have 2 Fine Brokers. This card is great. So is Indrik. City Watch Sphinx is very good. This isn't a very good card. Neither is this. Glaive is excellent if you have enough gates, which we should do. This card's like decent. This is good. We have like some solid uncommons. They're kind of all over the place. There's lots of heavy black mana. I don't know how easily we can support these in our mana base. We do have a Chromatic Lantern, which will help a lot though. So fingers crossed. Alright, so oh boy. Sealed for this set is gonna be wild. It's like, look at how much is going on in this pool. We have lots of Golgari Guild Gates. Jeez. We're very well set up for splashing the Fine Brokers, potentially. We have a single Selesnya and a couple Boros. Alright, let's look at our black cards to start. We have some Dowsers, which are decent. Bats is fine. Poisoner is fine. Deadweight's good. Black's like pretty shallow. But obviously we have all the good gold cards in black. In green we have the Indrik, which is excellent. Our green is pretty shallow too. This is like fine, this is fine. There's like playables, but our green's pretty shallow. Our blue, we have City Watch Sphinx. Very good card. The Watcher, which is great. We have Muse Drakes, which are fine. Capture Sphere's fine. Informant is good. So our blue's pretty deep. Triple Enhanced Surveillance hurts your eyes. But we can look 6 extra cards whenever we surveil, Raymond. So many extra cards. Hey Caius. Hope you're doing well. White, we really just have this Loxodon, right? There's not really any good cards beyond the Loxodon, sadly. That is a good clip, Gavroff, and will probably make people none the wiser because it's a nightmare, but thank you. Oh my gosh. Red, we have Command the Storm. Cyclops could be good, potentially. Direct Current is good, though hard to splash. Yeah, our pool's not great by the looks of things. We have lots of good gold cards. Like, all this stuff is just great. Maybe the Wee Dragonauts doesn't end up being good, but geez, our Selesnya is decent. We have Camaraderie and 2 Rosemane Centaurs. This Clarion, we have these Fine Brokers. I guess we have the Lurcher too. The rest of these aren't very good Golgari cards, but why is this always a Selesnya stream? We can't escape Caius. This is just how it was meant to be. This is our destiny, you know? Right. Rampaging Monument. We have a bunch of lockets. We have this Chromatic Lantern. We have this glaive. I guess we're just doing 5-color. We do have lots of good blue cards. We could be base blue-black and splash some stuff. That's the other option. We could be like Bug, right? We could be blue and black and just have like our Fine Brokers, our Indrik. We probably get to splash the Loxodon pretty easily if we want. That's like another option. Selesnya because Night of Autumn. It was just destined to be. It couldn't go any other way. Oh my gosh. Right, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to start by building a blue-black base and see what we can do with it. I think whatever we end up doing with this pool is going to depend on like how much we can push our mana. But I think I'm just going to start with blue and black and see how that looks. So this is like the start of the deck, right? I already have lots of 4-drops, so we don't really need the Wishcoin Crab. That card is decent. Don't really have many other playables here. We could play a Child of Night if we're just looking for early plays against aggressive decks, then we can board it out even. Yeah, we can almost flash the Golgari cards for free. Double green is intense, but you can just treat them as like very expensive. Like, as if they're like 6 or 7 drops, kinda. It's not the end of the world. It's kind of a shame our fixing doesn't let us splash the Loxodon very easily. Loxodon's so good. Right, I think we're likely to end up playing the Glaive no matter what happens. Probably likely to end up playing this Monument and this Lantern no matter what happens. And then things get interesting. We can try... If we play these, we just have like mono 4-drops. It's not the end of the world. Like, this isn't really a curve. I guess you treat them as like 6 drops, but then like you're in the same situation, right? It's so awkward. This ball is tough. This ball is very tough. People have like any suggestions? I just don't know that we can do full 5-color. The mana costs on Fine Broker and such are so intense. I guess we cut the Muse Drakes if we're playing these. Probably don't play the Lurcher because our creature count's low. Then like this means we're only playing good cards. Yeah, Muse Drake's pretty meh, agreed. I agree with that for sure. If we do something like this, we can play the Loxodon. I kind of want more early plays, like another 3-drop or something. Maybe a Leapfrog or a Generous Stray. Yeah, with no green fixing and only 3 different types of gates, you don't think 5 colors viable? I agree. Also, like, there's not much motivation to be red anyway. Right? Like, our red cards are just not very good. Yeah, blue-black splash red just doesn't have the mana for it. We'd be playing just off, like, a Chromatic Lantern or a lock. We don't even have a Locket that does that. It's just, like, not a thing. Good afternoon, Phil. Good to see you. Alright. We could do something like this. This doesn't seem, like, terrible to me. What would the mana base be like? We'd probably play the Selesnya Guildgate just as a forest that powers up Glaive. And then we have maybe just like 1 forest. We have a bunch more islands. So this would be 11, 12. So you'd have 7 blue sources plus the lantern. So like 8 blue sources. You'd have 4 swamps plus 4 guild gates. So 9 black sources. And then you have the forest to help with the fine brokers. Honestly, you might not even need the forest in this deck. It's kind of close though. It's kind of close. How does this look? I'm not like in love with this deck. There are definitely matchups where we could board in Camaraderie. I don't think we want to start it. It's kind of awkward in our deck. We already have lots of top end. If they're like a faster deck, I don't think I want this. Portcullis Vine's fine, but it would be on the splash. I'm just really sad not playing the Loxodon. It's like very clearly the best card in our pool, but our mana just doesn't support it. We only have the one Selesnya Guildgate and a Chromatic Lantern at the moment. I don't think we can afford to add a Plains to the deck. I think a Plains is just really awkward. It's not like Loxodon works well with like big creatures anyway. They're already big, they don't need the boost so much. So yeah, you're right. I think I prefer Muse Drake over a Bats. I like that suggestion. If we have the Glaive to power them up anyway. Bats is like pretty bad. It's not a very good Magic card. I think this deck seems fine. It's kind of the best we can do with what we got, I think. Alright, let's save this. Are there any other builds you want to check out? So I don't think the mana is there for Grixis. I don't know what we could do with these green and white cards. We could have like a Bant. No, not a Bant deck, an Abzan deck. Naya. Maybe Naya. Naya gets some okay mana. I feel like I want to try building a deck with the Rosemane Centaurs and see how it looks. Because that could get to play Loxodon. Oh my god, Phil. Breaking my heart. I think I would like to try building some sort of white deck. We're probably just playing the bug deck. But I think a white deck deserves some attention. So we get to put in all our good green and white cards. Clarion and Centaur, yeah, the Clarion ends up nice in this deck. Yeah, the Command the Storm, the Indrik. We get to play this. We get to play the Rampaging Monument 100%. It's like very good in this deck. Deafening Clarion, maybe the Legion Guildmage. Maybe the Flight. We have like some solid fixing. We have the Glaive, which we could probably still play. We could honestly play some Peacemakers. It's not like we're aggressive. We're like proactive, but not aggressive. Like our creatures are all fairly slow. Iron Shell Breachle's fine. Generous Stray's fine. Crushing Canopy's probably good in sealed. Like lots of people are going to be splashing for flyers. I almost wonder, are there any black cards we want to splash for with these Golgari Guildgates? Not really. It's all kind of redundant with what we already have. It's not like Deadweight is a good splash card, right? This is like fine. It feels more coherent than the bug deck, but it's certainly not impressive. Oh, Canopy takes care of Disinformation Campaign, that's true. You're probably just meant to main Canopy, right? There's some, like, enchantment style removal too in the format. Probably just meant to main deck it. And then, like, play a Locket, maybe? You can Goldgate for your gold cards. That's true. We have the Lurcher and the Finebrokers. Finebrokers still just a rough splash. But it's so much better in this deck. Like, returning a Loxodon or a Centaur is, like, nice. Ooh. Thanks for the link. I'll take a look at that after the stream, Eugene. Appreciate that. You think this is a better deck, Shell? Yeah, like, I feel like the Sultai deck looks like more of a sealed deck, whereas this is just playing like is more coherent. Let's try building this. I might play some games with this, but just like main deck the bug deck. I'm mainly looking to learn rather than like win particularly. I'm mainly looking to learn for sake of the GP, so playing some games with a deck that might be worse just to like get a feel for it is not the end of the world. 3 mountains, 7 plains is way too many. So this is 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got plains 3, 4, 5. Maybe add a mountain or another forest. Seems decent. You can honestly try and put the Fine Broker in this deck. I don't know, I think this seems worse than the bug deck. It's definitely playing more of our powerful cards though. I'm just worried about the curve on this bug deck. I think I'm going to start the bug deck. Let's play a match of this and see how this goes. Kind of want to see how it plays out in practice. Like, it seems slow and clunky, but it's also a slow and clunky sealed format. I could see it being the case that maybe we want to play this in the grindy mirrors and then board into the Naya against like Boros. Like if we're playing against Boros, having access to Deafening Clarion seems really appealing. I think that's definitely a thing. Also, everyone, check out my article, which is now live, on the deck I played at the PT. It is great. Links in chat. Right, let's give this a try. I'll definitely look at the results you posted, Eugene, after the stream. Very interested to see them. Alright, so we're on the play. I've heard you want to draw first in this format. Do I know what subs should check out? What should subs check out, Phil? What should the subs check out? Is there a Discord or something they should check out? That just involves linking their Twitch and Discord accounts? That sounds pretty likely. I'm gonna draw first. Ooh. Alright. Hand is slow, but seems... I assume this is a keep in the sealed format. Incoming Plains Healer's Hawk. Just for the max punish. Boros Guildgate. No! Don't do this to me. So rude. Alright. The old 4 into 5 into 6 draw on the curve. On the draw. I can words. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. The old 4 into 5 into 6 curve on the draw. Ooh, perfect. Alright. Dig for those lands. Yeah, get rid of this Child of Night 100%. I kind of want this Capture Sphere. I think this Capture Sphere is just good. It blocks down their Rock Charger, right? Seems nice. Cool. Just run out the Muse Drake instead. Opponent's not pressuring us very much, which I'm kind of into. Hopefully this Muse Drake digs us for some lands. I don't have any updates for the list. Honestly, I'm for the most part pretty happy with the list. I I think I'd probably put like a golden demise in the sideboard. And I think it's like maybe reasonable to trim one Adventurous Impulse, so I was pretty happy with them. I know Aram was pretty happy with them too. That is good Magic card. Let's find some lands for this Indrik, please. Ugh. That is a solid yike. I think I'm just gonna watch her. Jade was like a bit more iffy on the Adventurous Impulses, though I think she was pretty unsure on how good they were. Whereas, like, I think Aaron and I were both like pretty enthusiastic about them. It is definitely a thing to tune into, for sure. VTCLA. Alright, we want this swamp next turn. Question is, do we want this the turn after? We've already got like mono 4-drops in hand. Oh, thanks, Crepio. I also hope I take #1 in Warsaw. That would be nice. I need 4 points between Warsaw and Liverpool to hit gold this quarter, which would be dreamy. Do I want this stupid Rampaging Monument? I only have 1 gold card in hand. Our hand is already like mono expensive things. I'm just gonna dump this. Also gives us something nice to like find broker back, depending. 4 pro points. I need 4 pro points for gold. Look at the thing Paul just linked if you want to understand where I'm at in the system, because it is complicated. Dreamy emote would be so dreamy. I'm actually tempted to make a note of that one. Put that on the future emotes list, because that sounds nice. Oh god. No! That's so rude. At least we can kill the stupid rock charger. I don't know how we ever kill this thing now, though. Hey, Dokamoy. Pretty sure the Tristani is now just unkillable in our deck. Yeah, now we lose our blocker. Everything's going perfectly. Let's just play this, which basically kills the rock charger if they don't have removal. I guess this is fine though. Kapew. Alright. Oh my gosh, Phil. That is reasonably crazy, yes. That is a centaur. Why did they leave up 2 mana? I wonder what that's for. Alright, if we find our Artful Takedown, we can now kill this. Kind of something, I guess. So I can go City Watch Sphinx, trade it with this, and then rebuy it, maybe? I don't even have the second black source yet. I'll just cast the Sphinx and start attacking them. And then, like, Capture Sphere this next turn. I'll take some damage in the process. I get to double block this if I want to, though. That seems fine. Just, like, get our Sphinx on board. Tristani's so good? How is Tristani so good? Yeah, that is essentially the case, Dokamoy. The other thing being gold gets is it gets me free buys at all GPs, which is like absurd. That third buy value is like kind of nonsense. Alright, we have a Fine Broker loop soon. We aren't far off the Fine Broker loop dream. Do I want to deadweight anything? I'm definitely attacking with my Sphinx. And I can either capture for the Rosemane Centaur or go Deadweight plus Dowser. Or just play the Dowser. I'm a bit scared of like a swing back, though. I could just Deadweight the Tristani so we can potentially kill it one day. But they're also never attacking with the Tristani. I could also just Deadweight this so it has no good attacks. But I kind of want to use my Capture Sphere on it. Choices. So many choices. Hey, Or. Good to see you. I guess I'm just casting my Dowser. I just don't know what to do with this Deadweight, if anything. I guess Deadweighting the Rosemane Centaur is kind of like killing it. And then I get to save the Capture Sphere for a flyer. It's good to feel red. Oh my god. I read you so well, Or. Read you like a book. Read you like a chat message. I'm gonna into that, just like Deadweighting the Rosemane Centaur so I can Capture Sphere a flyer. Clear the way for my City Watch Sphinx. I don't think that's a terrible idea. Yeah, this is kind of weird, but I think this is fine. The other option is holding the Deadweight so that if we draw an Artful Takedown, we can actually kill the stupid Tristani. Here comes Flourish. Oh my god. Don't say that. Don't say that. Terrifying me. Oh wow, Todd Anderson just retweeted my article. That's kind of nice. I do need to update it, Caius. You're correct. You are quite correct. Or March of the Multitudes. Stop wishing death upon me. Why does everyone want me to get destroyed? March would be good always. March would just like always be stone unbeatable, if we're being honest. Alright, I can 6 my opponent now. I now have a 3-turn clock because of this, which is nice. Do I really defend my crown, or does everyone just attempt to finish second? You personally, thank you all. I'm glad someone's on my side. What level of camaraderie would I say I'm feeling for my opponent? Oh my god. Alright. I mean, the Sphinx is doing nice work. Somehow wielding a sword, as Sphinxes do. These fine brokers are just looking like A+ inclusions right now. This mana base, though. We have drawn a considerable number of islands relative to everything else, yes. You are not wrong. Interesting. I don't really know what's happening here, but I guess they're gaining some life with their lifelinker. That's what's happening here. I see what's happening here. I guess I want to kill the vigilance creature so I can swing back. Killing the lifelink is also nice, but we have a Sultai deck with 2 times Spinebroker. It's pretty nice, Alex. We also don't have many green or black sources, apparently, so there's that. I'm glad you saw what I was going for, Crepio. Glad I wasn't being too ridiculous. This is gonna be the hexproof one. Oh no, just a siege one. Deal. Boop. Alright, so Artful Takedown kills them. I think a Guild Gate kills them too. No, it doesn't, because we can't re-equip if we draw a Guild Gate. Oh no, Guild Gate does kill them. I'm being stupid. Guild Gate. Perfect. I remembered how things work. Oh yeah, we could also just have tapped this down, right? And then attacked with everything. They were also just dead to that. No, we just have a Selesnya Guildgate, Alex, because of our glaive. We don't have white cards, sadly. Many kinds of dead. Oh. Alright, this deck is nice. By nice, I mean kind of playable, I guess. Oh, thank God we just put tapped forests in our deck. Of course we have. Mana base is perfect. It is certainly a pile of magic cards I chose to include. This Child of Night doesn't seem like it does very much here. Kind of want it to be anything else. Why aren't we just playing the Lockstone in this deck? We currently have 2 white sources. Oh my god, Nucleo. That quote. Jesus. That is a quote. Let me tell you. I kind of want to cut this Child for, like, anything else. It is a thing I literally just said. This is true. Beetle's better than Child, I guess. Still not in love with it. 2 white sources is plenty. Oh my god. Oh. Maybe it has to be something blue. Yeah, I was thinking of like Muse Drake. Maybe. Undercity Outbreaking is Dees versus Rock Charger and Tristani. Ooh. You're not actually wrong about that. Normally I hate this card. It actually seems not garbage here though. Splash Loxodon off Vidani Shieldmate. We broke it. Jeez. That is so great. That is so good. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Alright. We broke it. By that I mean BTCLA broke it. I don't know what I'm cutting, but I'm living the stream. Oh. Alright. Let's try this. We do have 3 white sources now. We do indeed. Apparently. Holy Brad Nelson just shared my article too. How is this real? How is this reality? What is happening? I think I'm keeping this incredibly greedy hand. How do people feel about this ludicrously greedy hand? I think I'm in for this life. I don't think we made this deck not to keep this ludicrously greedy hand and die to not drawing land drops. Perfect. As far as non-lands go, that was maybe the single best draw in our deck. So that's nice. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Rackham. Appreciate it. Very happy with the finish. We have mana for our Loxodon. Never mulligan. Yeah, this is a nice sample hand. Come on, basic. Basic land. Give me a basic. Thank you. You're so giving. You do so much for me. Oh. I You can only assume they don't watch me stream. Yep. Something like that. Something like that. Oh my god. How do we ever lose now? I don't think we do. Opponent's just like not playing things. We're playing unbeatable 4/5s. Literally Siege Rhino. Siege Douser. I mean, I'm blocking. Never not blocking. Go ahead and Pax favor me. Sure. Deal. I'm just gonna fine broke it. Move on with my life. I kind of want to Sphinx this turn to use my mana properly. Last night's Versus Life finale was gas. Was that the top deck clip that was posted to Twitter? Because that was great. That was something. I guess if I draw a land, I get to go Capture Sphere plus Darkblade Agent, which is fine. I really just want to cast the Fine Broker because I'm really happy blocking with it. I guess I'm casting the Sphinx though. Use my mana properly. When you asked me to play Lantern, this isn't what you meant. Oh, I think BTCLA broke it with the Venardi Shieldmate inclusion. Just like completely broke open the format. Alright. Derp derp derp. Just like cast both our creatures, clog up the board here. Deadweight Hired Poisoner. I kind of wouldn't hate a Deadweight just so we can double spell it easily. I also wouldn't hate the Hired Poisoner on the same basis. Interesting. I definitely want this Hired Poisoner. Nucleo, thanks for gifting that sub to the genius. With the A+ slashing recommendation. Appreciate the gift. Means a lot. Poisoner is free. It is free with the Loxodon. You're right. That's kind of nice. Yeah, and definitely during the Poisoner, I think I'm going to ditch this Deadweight. And keep the Poisoner. That seems A+ to me. And I can block both their creatures easily, so I might as well start killing them. Oh my god, this deck is the thing of dreams. I take back everything about this pile of random Magic cards. Oh my god. Ruined. Alright. Can block the 3/2 still. It did work for Surgical. There will probably be a Dreamy emote once I'm eventually one day partnered. I'm kind of into the idea of a Dreamy emote. I guess we have to start playing more defensively if they're going to start doing stuff like this. Alright, take the damage. Luckily we have this Hired Poisoner coming next turn, which is going to block really nicely. This would not work for any of you. It would not. This is true. The Surgical emote's so nice. I kind of love it. What am I doing? What am I doing? I kind of want this 3/4 down to block this. I guess Hired Poisoner blocks this. Oh yeah, we can also just get back the Deadweight. Yeah, just like catch up on the battlefield since the Sphinx is going to kill them soon anyway. I kind of like that. I think that's a good plan. Just like, we have so many more cards than them, we just want to make sure we're interacting with the battlefield enough. Look at at Surveil paying off. Surveil the Deadweight, immediately use it. Just like perfect deck building. GG, BBBB. Easy mana. Perfect mana base. Couldn't be better. Oh. Chromatic Lantern. I just want to open this every time now. This is great. This is just swell. This is just swell. I'll block. Don't make me do it. Ooh, a second Sphinx. Alright, I'm sorry, we're not casting the Loxodon this game. Pretty sure we're not casting the Loxodon this game. I kind of just want to cast the second Sphinx and end this. Cast the second Sphinx and lose to Citywide Bust, you know? Oh, we could also Sphere and kill them. Alright. Graveyard. Graveyard. If we sphered and killed them, we wouldn't be able to play the second Sphinx. Also, I just clearly knew this was gonna happen, right? Just very obviously. It's not about if we Loxodon or not, it's that we could have if we wanted to, exactly. Alex with the philosophy lesson. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to be back streaming. It's nice. Can only capture sphere one of their things. Tut tut tut. I guess I just hit them for 5 twice in a row and be really boring. Oh my gosh, the greed is so good. Things we have learned. Be as greedy as possible. Apparently. Siege Worm. Oh, is this a Prey Upon incoming? Maybe? We're gonna get punished for not capture sphering their extra green mana here. I guess they just die anyway. It's kind of irrelevant. Hey. Look at me figuring out the way in which we're gonna get not actually punished. Yeah, opponent's dead anyway. Agreed. Agreed. That was nice. Alright, I'm in for the greed lifestyle. Kinda want this elephant in my deck. Are we just gonna live the greed lifestyle and main deck these? Elephant, get in. I'm pretty sure even if this is incorrect, I'm now not allowed to not do it because of meme value. Meme value is too important, right? I might board it out if we lose game 1, but... Might board it out if we lose game 1. Oh, I meant to put myself on the draw. I suck. I just like instinctively click play. Grumble, grumble. At least we have our white source for our elephant. Look at this. It's basically a Chromatic Lantern. We basically cast Chromatic Lantern on turn 2. is what we just did. Really, our opponent should, like, snap kill this. Turn off our Chromatic Lantern as soon as possible. That's basically what the stream is, Alex. Not gonna lie. Ooh, look at this dead weight. Jeez. This is a nice dead weight. Taste it. Boop. That Thief of Sanity was thoroughly booped. Okay, we're dead. Game over. Opponent's gonna cast Radical Insight. Radical Idea, whatever. Land. I feel somewhat dead. This is kind of a yikes. I'm not gonna lie. Nice Absent deck. We probably need a boop emote. We already do. We already do. Wow, wrecked. You like not playing blue sources with blue cards. It's quite innovative. It's a very new approach to Sealed. Island. Island. Thank you. Glad we could have this talk. I'm just gonna spew this removal spell, otherwise I'm gonna fall really far behind. My hand's pretty good, so this is fine. Hey Pika. Good to see you. These powers are quite something. You just have to learn not to waste them too much. You know? Only use them like 3 or 4 times per match. If you can help it. Thanks, Pika. Appreciate it. I'm very happy with how I did. I was very happy with my list. Also, like, I've traditionally not been very good at draft. I had like a really good draft record, which I'm exceedingly happy about. Alright, I guess we're just spewing another removal spell. Otherwise we're gonna fall really far behind here. What about the Detective Pikachu trailer? That trailer is gas. My response to that trailer is, why? But also I need this. Why, but also I need this is like exactly how I responded. What did I lose to? I went 3-1-1 against white aggressive decks. 2-0 in the mirror. 0-1 against Grixis. 0-1 against green-white Path of Discovery. And 1-0 against Boros Angels. Obviously we need a film where Ryan Reynolds is a Pikachu. Why wouldn't we? Sounds amazing. The Mr. Mimes I could do without. The Mr. Mimes I could solidly do without. But green-white Path of Discovery is a deck that's been doing the rounds on Moto a bit. I think Sam Black played it at the last standard GP too. See you, Nuclear. Have a nice day. So it's, you run like Wild Growth Walker, a bunch of Explore creatures, Llanowar Elves, Path of Discovery, Immortal Sun, Tristani, and March of the Multitudes. The idea is it's just like the best Wild Growth Walker deck. Because when you can go turn 3 Path of Discovery of your Llanowar Elves, turn 4 play your Wild Growth Walker, the Wild Growth Walker triggers itself, play another Wild Growth Walker which triggers itself, next turn March of the Multitudes get like 7 explore triggers. The deck's actually like a bit awkward because it's really soft to honor guard, like much more so than black green, because black green has really good removal post board, so you can actually like remove your opponent's honor guards, whereas green white struggles to remove honor guard efficiently. But it's very good in mid range battles. It just like gains so much life and clogs up the battlefield so much. Yeah, that makes sense, Pika. I'd be a bit scared playing White Weenie in like a properly prepared field, for sure. Yeah, that was my experience too, Dokomai. I played it in a league, went 3-2, but every time playing against Honor Guard with the green-white deck was just like, I have 3 answers in my deck, and they're all Excellence bindings that cost 1,000,000 mana, and I'm dead. Like, it's kind of grim. The deck's so much fun though. It's really wild when it goes off. Drake seems really good. I think Drake's is one of the very best decks. If I was playing in a PPTQ myself, which obviously I can't, but if I was, I would probably play black-green, because I'm obsessed with it, and I do think it's like pretty good. But I think Drake's is like probably the best choice? I don't know. I think Drake's is excellent. Yeah, the deck is gas, for sure. Everything seems great. Yeah, there's a lot of very good decks in the format. There's a lot of options you can go with. We've been getting back in the game here. Yeah, it's going well for us. We get to cast a Sphinx next turn too. Opponent's actually pretty far behind at the moment. Obviously, we've used up most of our removal in our deck, and they have a Pastoral Adept, so if they have a Stabilize, they're in a decent position, but... Ooh, goodbye Sphinx. Murmuring Mystic is great in Drakes. Yeah, that card seems really impressive, for sure. Murmuring Mystic seems A+ in the all cantrips deck. Yeah, that makes sense, Pika. I think either is like either of them are very good options. Well, the casting had never happened whilst they're behind on board, so that's not the end of the world for us. Also, they took the Notion Rain. Interesting. Why would you not take the Sphinx? Sphinx is so big. I guess they have a counter for the Sphinx, and they want us to spend our entire turn on it. This game is very strange. Probably Stroke. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh. Locks it on. I'm just attacking with all my creatures and casting my Sphinx. I'm definitely attacking with all my creatures, I know that much. Watcher plus locks it on. We cannot cast the Watcher. Also, I want to attack them. They're like really close to dead. I'm just like 100% attacking with the team no matter what, rather than convoking. Yeah, I need to try out Arilax's green-white list, or like the Japanese green-white list or something. I feel like green-white should be good at the moment, but I don't know. Like, on paper it has everything it needs, right? I don't know what that means in practice. Hopefully they don't have a Sure Strike. If they have a Sure Strike, I'm going to feel very dumb, but... You've been going mono 4-1s with green-white? Yeah, I can believe it. The deck seems good. I can definitely believe it. Seems very good against the white aggressive decks, at the very least. Alright, so they get to kill my Dowser. Just like suck up the 2-for-1. Ooh, they have a direct current in the yard now. That's nice. Right. So I could Loxodon to save my shield mate, but I think I just want to Sphinx because it's such a big threat and demands an answer immediately. Yeah, I want to. I think I might play some green white on Friday. Friday's going to be a standard stream. The plan is today is sealed. Tomorrow I'm going to do some Jund in modern, and then Friday I'm going to do some standard, I think. So I might play some green white on Friday. Really want to give the deck a try. Alright, just attack with everything, right? And then if this survives combat, I can convoke it with the Loxodon. I just want to keep pushing damage rather than making my creatures bigger. Kidnap Jadine for Jund. I think Jade's busy tomorrow, sadly. Otherwise, I would totally do that. I'm hoping we can do a Jund stream with Jade at some point, though. That sounds delightful to me. Alright, this is fine. Doesn't deal with the Dowser permanently. We get to, like, develop our board a bunch here. Ooh, we do want the island, right? For our Watcher. Sure. No attacks. Get to grow my battlefield a bit. Thanks, Nana. I do have a team. I'm teaming with a couple friends of mine, actually. Nicholas Eck and Alex Cook. Neither of them are, like, big name players, but they're just, like, good friends that I wanted to team with. We're planning on Jund, Hardened Scales, and Band Spirits. The Scales player doesn't get to play Horizon Canopy with that lineup, but other than that, it works out perfectly. Should be good fun. Didn't tap the white source, I know, right? Why would we tap the white source? Who would need to do that? Ooh, cutting the Dowser. They're still gonna take a bunch here. We attack team, they can, like, double block this, they lose both their other creatures, or they can go, like, trade, and yeah, this is, like, no good blocks for them. This is great. Hopefully you don't get paired against us round one again. Are you running back the same team, Alex? That'd be pretty sweet. It was kind of wild. Travel to Madrid, face you guys. Just, like, absurd. We are apparently the beatdown with our 4-color monstrosity. I don't know how this happened. Apparently it did. Ooh. Damn, this one's nice. I think I'm gonna keep both of these. Glaive seems really hot. And then, like, Darkblade Agent's just another body for the Glaive. Infect, Tron, Scapeshift. That is a miserable lineup, Alex. That is appalling. That is... Jeez. The unified modern lineups are just, like, rough sometimes. You just, like, list the decks and are like, why would anyone want to play against this? Oh my god. It wouldn't be modern if it weren't mono misery, apparently. Apparently so. Alright, so we suit up the Watcher. So whatever this blocks, it dies. Or we can suit up this. I don't know what we're meant to do with this Glaive. I guess we suit up this. Then if they have takedown, they're forced to trade up the Watcher or take 2 damage. Understandable, Mike. Understandable. Oh yeah, they don't have the Electromancer anymore. You're right, Malabat. I don't always pay the closest attention when I'm streaming and talking to everyone, but you're completely correct. This deck is so good. It's like incredibly awkward, but kinda love it. Alright. Do you want to change anything? Pretty happy to not have this in the deck here, I'll say that much. Don't know if the bats is any good here. It's pretty bad against direct current, so I'm kinda off it. Muse Drake is nice against Leapfrog. Just don't know what we'd cut for the Muse Drake. I like all our like grindy cards here. I don't feel like I want to cut any of the early stuff. Our deck's already like pretty top heavy. I think I'm just running it back. As long as we have an early answer to the Thief of Sanity, I think our deck's pretty well positioned. Could drop the Lockstone, yeah. That game, the Lockstone looked kind of awkward because we were like always pressuring our opponent, right? So we just wanted to be developing our board and turning our creatures. Ooh, they choose the play. It's interesting. Or swap out Rampaging Monument. I don't know, I feel like Rampaging Monument's pretty great. I guess it's kind of redundant in that we have lots of big bodies already. I do feel like a Muse Drake would be like not bad against their deck. Also for this reason, oh my god, is the game just gonna end on turn 3? Not like this. Not like this. Needs more boop. Agree. Strong agree that we needed more boop. I guess this is why you take the play if you have Thief of Sanity in your deck, right? Just like guarantees you a hit if I have a Capture Sphere, and they've seen 2 Capture Spheres, so yeah, sounds about right. Oh wow, they chose something better than Rampaging Monument and Glaive of the Guild Pact. Encouraging. Think we figured it out. This is kind of a surprising pick. I don't know. I guess they're just looking for land drops though, right? Yeah. That's what they took it. They're looking for land drops. They missed their 4th land drops. They just wanted something that cantrips. That makes perfect sense. Perfect draw. Yeah, they need a 4th land exactly, Paul. I missed that. Boop. We've successfully booped the thief. All of a sudden we're ahead. All it took was for us to draw the best draw in our deck and them to miss a land drop. Right, force the chump block. Kinda don't need either of these, right? Already have Dreamy Mana. Somehow. Just like incredibly lucky. Whoa, they just took the hit. That's so good for us. We just get to draw a card. They fed us the glaive for Fine Broker. Damn, good point. Alright, well, just keep killing you, yes. Just cast a million flyers. I guess we want to do this. If we draw Swamp, we could maybe cast both of these then. I don't know. This is maybe bad. Maybe I'm just meant to play the forest so that if they cast a burglar rats, I can discard the redundant island. We're casting Sphinx next turn anyway, like 100% of the time. Doesn't really matter. They're probably just dead regardless. Opponent is gonna die after a turn 3 thief we had no answer to. It's just what happens on this stream, apparently. Ooh. It's the smallest Dragonauts I've ever seen. Tis, in fact, we. Another unbeatable forest. This is just my thing shop. Forest Nightbell Predator. What else would you do? What else would you do with your life? Notice also the Island Find Broker strategy. Another time-honored autumn strat. Just like perfect deck building. Couldn't do better. Not gonna lie, these games have been suitably nonsense that I'm now kind of excited for the GP. Yeah. The Guild Gate totally helps with these mana requirements, indeed, Caius. Really helps us cast all these spells in our hand. Sure. God, Sonic Assault is so bad if it's not in an aggro deck. The card's, like, great in aggro decks, but I feel like it must be pretty bad in sealed in general. Just, like, defensive Sonic Assault was just delaying the inevitable, right? I say before I inevitably lose to the Sonic Assault somehow. Obviously. Alright. These are both nice. That is a good question, Shop. That is a good question. I kinda just want to cast the Dowser. It's like the most expensive thing in my hand. It attacks really well. It leaves me the option of Fine Broker Deadweight to represent lethal. The other option is I go Fine Broker back the Glaive, which is probably about as good. Fine Broker back Glaive, cast Glaive. Next turn I get to equip Glaive and cast another threat. Jeez, this sealed format is nice. I'm enjoying it. Cast big flyers, turn them sideways. Awful mana bases, just the dream, of course. What is a leapfrog? Alright, what am I doing? They're gonna get a Sonic Assault to tap down a creature, which is fine. I kinda want to go Fine Broker Deadweight. But just like kill the leapfrog. And then they Sonic Assault my Sphinx. I attack all and they have to double jump. Doesn't use my mana very well, but it pushes the advantage like a lot. Come into this. Alright, I would like to deadweight your frog. So I'm gonna Sonic Assault the Sphinx, double jump, which is a-okay with me, because I don't think there are any wraps in the format that get them out of this. I don't think there are any cards in the format that get them out of this. Oh, this deck is so much better than it looked, huh? Just like, so many power cards. Our opponent's decks haven't looked great either, to be fair. There's some shenanigans they can pull with research. I don't think so. Alright. I am gonna go get some more water a moment before we hop into the next one. But we're currently 2-0 with this 6-year deck, so hopefully we'll keep the winning going. I'll be back in a moment. Easy game, easy life, I know, right? Just the easiest. Just so easy. Alright. I am just gonna knock everything over, because I am very clumsy. I apologize for that noise. I do not apologize for this mana base, though, because this mana base is a work of art. Let's do this. Round number 3. Why do I keep clicking play? Whatever. Your opponent's 4-0. Don't say that. That's scary. I totally meant to click draw, by the way, just so we're completely clear. I just suck. My instincts are too built in. Disappointed we weren't able to jam the Clarion into our bug deck. Yep. If we wait on this, we make the monument bigger. I kind of just want to play to the board, though. We have enough gold things on our deck that the monument's going to get plenty big enough, I reckon. reason to get too greedy. I know we're all about the greed lifestyle, but see, this worked out perfectly. Couldn't work out better. Premium removal spell on our free drop that doesn't do anything, and then we have a gold spell off the top for our 4-drop. Just the dream. Just the actual dream. Nice. Are you gonna slap jamming the Notion Rain? Hit my land drops nicely. Save the takedown for something like a tiny bit more threatening. This doesn't make blue mana. I think I'm kind of off it. I think I want this just because it's really strong, but we can't cast it at the moment. This might be a bit too greedy even for my tastes, but I'm going to keep it. See what happens. Yeah, opponent is apparently on the Ores of lifestyle, which I assume means they're actually Abzan. Most likely. Most likely Abzan. Yeah, you definitely keep the Predator. Yeah, it's just such a strong card, right? We'll draw an island eventually. How's it going? It's going really well, SBN. I crushed at the most recent Pro Tour, which is great. Currently 2-0 in the Sealed League. Somehow even better. Just like everything we could ask for. Yeah, they're Abzan. I was right. Makes sense. Just jam a Sphinx. We know the plan. Make 5/4 flyers until our opponent surrenders. Hey Ryan, good to see you. Ooh, that one's nasty. I guess I just trades with my Sphinx. It's like not the end of the world. Yeah, I just jam with the Sphinx. They probably trade. I can play a backup. Move on with my life. If they don't trade, then like a pair of Sphinxes is just going to run them down really nicely. Awesome. This is fine with me. Trade their rare for my uncommon. Oh, thanks, Ryan. I'm glad you enjoyed the article. I could have caught them with the takedown, I guess. This is fine. We can just take down the Parhelion Patrol instead. Was my plan. Like, set up a double spell turn later. Maybe. I'm glad you enjoyed the article, Ryan. I was aware it was like, some of the stuff I was talking about was like a tiny bit wild. So I was nervous as to how people would respond, but I'm glad the response seems to have been really positive so far. What am I doing with these? They're both good cards. They mean we're never double spelling for the entire game. I think I'm ditching the Generous Stray. It's really awkward because it's the thing that gets us closest to double spelling. Yeah, no cat, keep Dowser. That's my inclination too. Just like, except we're only casting one spell a turn for ages, but at least the spells are really strong. Yeah, I kind of figured about it, Ryan, that like... So like, those are the conclusions that Jade and I came to, and like, if the conclusions are like a bit off, at least it's like a really interesting perspective. And like, a really interesting way of looking at things. And if they're right, it's just like so cool. Like, the angle it comes at from. So, I kind of figure it's like pretty good regardless. And, I don't know, I feel like the conclusions we came to make a lot of sense when you look at them from like a theoretical level. And then like, look at the results we were having and testing, and... I'm just attacking with the Sphinx and then playing a Dowser, right? I would like to kill the Parhelion Patrol at some point soon, but seems fine. I'm a bit worried about them untapping, going like Pump Spell, make this bigger. We'll cope, I'm sure. We're also just like threatening lethal very easily with a takedown to clear the way. I'm glad to see you enjoyed the double glaive deck I posted on Twitter, Ryan. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. That's what Jade was telling me last night, because I was, like, a bit nervous. But she was telling me basically exactly that, and as is often the case, she was very correct. We can now double spell. That's pretty nice. Get our shield mate down as our white source for this Loxodon. Attack them for 5. I guess I could attack both and maybe kill the Siege Worm. I kind of want to hold this back to block this and then go kill this tap Siege Worm. I think that makes more sense to me. Yeah, tap this, kill the patrol. Since the patrol is like the flying blocker. Alright. We really need them to not have a pump spell. If they have a pump spell, it's fairly problematic, but otherwise I think we're in a good position. Alright. Tap this, kill this. Then we have the Dowser to block the foragers. Keep the race in our favour. The Shieldmate could maybe set up a double spell turn with the Loxodon at some point. We're also going to Find Broker. If we draw a land at any point, we get to like Find Broke back a Generous Stray or something just to double spell. And like develop our board a lot in the face of their attackers whilst we kill them in the air. I prefer they pull, but she is fine. I'm like happy with either, but I prefer they. Alright. Yep, no attacks like we expected. So I get to attack both and they have to block. Yeah, I think I just want to kill their flyer, Ryan. Just so that the Sphinx can't be dealt with very easily, was my thinking. God, if they have March of the Multitudes, we're in trouble. But obviously I'm just attacking both, right? Hey, Charlie. Yeah, you tuned into the usual. Alright, we could also go Find Broker, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast the Loxodon. Yeah, this is a really sketchy pass, I agree. I just don't know what we do about it. I guess I'd just attack with the Sphinx, because they, at the very least, they have a pump spell in hand. If they have March of the Multitudes, I want to have as many blockers as possible. If they just have a pump spell, I don't want them using their mana properly. I kind of like that. If they have nothing, then like they're probably going to die anyway, you know? We probably don't need to force them to chump block if they have nothing, because they're just never winning that game regardless. Yeah, there is response resurgence. I'd be a bit surprised by that, but... Oh, that makes sense, Ryan. That's interesting. Right, what am I doing here? I think I'm just casting Find Broker. Not casting the Elephant. So that I can have like a bunch of blockers back in case they do have March. Since March is the only real thing that we can't play the Predator because our mana base is perfect. You would Loxodon, interesting. See, I kind of want to Find Broker the land to have more mana. Is that crazy? I feel like we just got so many spells already. Might just be ridiculous, like... The thing is, if this Find Broker dies, we can get back the Find Broker with our Find Broker. We've got so much to do with our mana, but... We have not seen March. I just don't know what we lose to here. Like, if they're doing nothing with their turn, then we just can't lose that game, right? And then we loses if they kill all our flyers and come up to the ground. That is true. I guess we just get the Sphinx. This is fine. I'm not going to cast the Loxodon. I just want to have blockers back, I think. Maybe this is playing chicken. I just... Assemble. Cool. I'm glad we have blockers back against Assemble as well. Very similar card to March of the Multitudes. Oh, thanks, Adam. Appreciate it. I'm very, very happy with the finish. Alright. This deck is so nice. Do you want to change anything against them? I don't think we do. I'm really bad at sideboarding and sealed, especially when I'm streaming. Like, what cards are bad against them? The Stray doesn't seem like it does much. But we just don't have many early plays is the problem. It's pretty hard for us to ever actually tap out for the Loxodon. Where we're like playing defense a lot whilst killing them in the air. It's sometimes hard to cast that card. Yeah, that was really heartbreaking, Adam. Just like, Jade had, I think it was by ELO, she had the 3rd hardest day 1 at a PT ever. Which is just like complete absurdity. Just like faced ringer after ringer after ringer, you know? Like, the least well-known player she faced had like over 2,000 ELO. Oh, she was number 2. Jeez. It's just like so absurd. What does our mana base look like? Our mana base is like this. Ryan. Oh, that did not help. Our mana base is a thing of beauty. Truly. Could play Canopy. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, Canopy sounds great. They also have the Parhelion Patrol. I really want the Canopy, agreed. They also had Luminous Bonds too, right? Just like lots of good targets for this. And I kind of want to cut the Loxodon. I don't know if that's crazy talk. The other option is the Stray. Cut the Glaive. No, the Glaive's really good, I think. The Glaive's very good. We have like 5 guild gates for it, which is a good number. I think I'm just going to cut this Loxodon. Especially on the draw. Do I need the Glaive of this Buster deck? I think Glaive is just like a generically good card is the thing. It's just a very powerful magic card. When you have the guild gates to support it. We have like Dimir Informants and Generous Strays and stuff for it to pump up. I'll cut the Shieldmate for the Child of Night. You're right. Indeed. Wow, they put us on the play. Brutal. This hand is not very good. But we're also playing Sealed. We have a Dead Weight in case they have a fast start. We draw a Green Source and this Cat Cantrips. Or Cat Trips. Just like pretty opposed to Maligning and Sealed if I can help it. Cool. This feels too loose. I just don't like Maligning and Sealed. I think the games go so slowly. Unless you're against like a Boros deck. Alright. Maybe this one's like a bit on the loose side, on the draw, on the play, but I think I mulligan a lot less than almost anyone else, pretty much. Sure, that is a free. Land, please. Please and thank you. Alright. I'm just going to fire off this dead weight to make sure we don't fall too far behind. We have like 7 green sources, I think, if you count the Chromatic Lantern. We have 4 Golgari Guild Gates, Selesnya Guild Gate, a Forest, and a Lantern. Alright, perfect. So we have an Indrik coming soon, which is nice. I don't really want to spew removal, but we have so much of it. Yeah, for sure, Ryan, I agree with that. I think you mulligan if you have a deck that has a very focused game plan. So if you have like an aggro deck in draft, you mulligan a lot, just because you need to curve out. But when you're just playing this like slew of good cards in sealed, I just don't like mulliganing at all. I think I just want to Capture Sphere something, just make sure we don't fall behind. Our deck is so powerful. We could also Generous Stray to dig for land drops. But I think this is fine. Just like tap their 3/4. Yeah, exactly, Adam. This was their best play. It's pretty unexciting. We could also take down. Just because we've seen like Siege Worm, we've seen the 5/5 flyer. I kind of just want to use the takedown instead, I think. We've seen like a bunch of big creatures from them for the Capture Sphere. We get punished if they have like a Trostani in their deck, but that's pretty unlikely. We have an Indrik that can deal with that if it comes at the right time. Cast Trostani. Eye roll. Ooh. That's actually a nice draw. Lantern into Cat. Just like perfect. Now a Cat can trade with their 2/1. Yeah, things are panning out very nicely. Next turn Indrik gets like kill a creature, stabilize the board nicely. Obviously just snapping off this trade every day. They revealed a Siege Worm. I guess we're dealing with that Siege Worm before we do anything else. If they have a Crushing Canopy, we want to Capture Spirit now, right? So that they can't Canopy in response to... No, this is different from the other enchantments, because this would still tap it. Never mind. Alright. Just do it in their turn. I think it makes no difference. Regardless of the timing, but hey. Right, there's no hexproof tricks in the set that I'm aware of that would actually change this. Yeah, it's an aura, not a seal away effect, exactly. So the timing just makes no difference. Parhedian Patrol. Oh, this Nightveil Predator's nice against that one. I guess we could just Indrik it too, though, which is the plan. Yeah, Join Shields is really bad. I'd be surprised if they had Join Shields. Does that give Hexproof? I know it gives Indestructible. I've never actually seen that card cast, if I'm being honest. I've yet to see Join Shields be cast. Does not give Hexproof, okay. To the extent that I might see that be cast... Oh, they gain Hexproof. Wow. Things I did not realize. Hexproof and Indestructible for the low cost of 5 mana. Just perfect, you know? Just perfect. Alright. What am I doing? I might go, like, Fine Broker the Indrik. That sounds nice. And we can block. Fine Broker blocks the Peacemaker nicely. Oh, it had Convoke initially. Surprised it doesn't have Convoke anymore. Was it too strong with Convoke? It was pretty nice with Vigilance creatures. Yeah, it'd be busted. I could see that being the case. If only we had an untapped land here. How could we possibly have an untapped land here, though, Shop? Sounds so improbable. Sounds so improbable. How would such a thing ever happen? Let's cast our, like, 4th removal spell of the game with 2 more removal spells in hand. Oh, this is kind of gross. This is kind of gross. I guess I'm gonna hold the Predator. Hold the island for a burglar. Means we can't hold up Canopy. I think I'd rather just not get got by burglar rats. Alright, that one's getting captured. A+ would capture again. Derp, 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 derp. Getting that sick F6 value. God, opponent's deck is 4-0 and we're just like easily crushing it. I say before we very easily lose the game from here. Selesnya Guildgate, just perfect. Perfection. Indeed, Shop. Opponent needs more greed. Greed is so good. Oh, they could have the make a bunch of tutus spell. Should be a bit wary of that. Oh, they're just gonna block with it, sure. I'm A-okay with this. Didn't I draft this deck yesterday? Indeed. Indeed. We've only done it twice so far, Dokomoy. Am I casting the Informant to save some damage, or saving it to Deathblade the Darkblade? I think I want to Death Touch the Darkblade. I think I want to save the Informant. Setting up our draw step for next turn is nice, though. It's pretty nice. Whatever. If we die because of this, then at least we'll go down knowing we could have drawn cards. It's still kind of incredible, Dokomoy. It's still pretty unlikely. One of the times, to be fair, we did have a Selesnya Guildgate in play, so could probably have cast it legit. But that would have been much less fun. Alright, that's a Siege Worm. Dead to Bounty of Might. The secret is, Charlie, that you're always dead to Bounty of Might, regardless of what you do. Your decisions don't change whether you're dead to Bounty of Might or not. Is the real secret. Alright, so we just attack with these two. We could, fetch the dead weight. I don't think we have to do that. I think I just want to Fine Broker my Fine Broker. Sounds way more value. Deal. Sounds amazing. Alright, Eternal Witness, my Eternal Witness. Just like opened a constructed deck here. A deal has indeed been brokered. Alright, this is nice. OP is somewhat dead. Incoming Bounty of Might. I'll block with everything. Just saying. Don't believe that I won't. Yeah. That's not a small one. Nice draw. Thanks, Golden Donkey. Appreciate it. I'm very happy with the finish. That is all. Yeah, the Sphinx is also not a small one, for the record. It is also quite the large critter. No! However will we win? I can't imagine how we will ever win. The game is so over. Jeez, just completely ruined. Oh, wait. Oh. Awesome. Easy Frio. Deck is great. Haven't lost a game. Haven't lost an actual game. Incoming 3-2. Just like guaranteed the 3-2 by being so cocky about it. Clearly. Yeah, this is sealed, Milkman. Will this deck ever lose a game? I hope not. This deck makes me happy. Greed is so good. Now you understand how this deck came into existence. To be fair, this is something I could very reasonably draft, knowing me. This looks like a normal draft deck from me. I've certainly drafted less sketchy decks. And sketchier decks. We have been on the Night Veil Predator Golgari Fine Broker Dream before. It would have more than one glaive, that's true, Gatekeeper, it would. To be fair, this is not as good a glaive deck as most of my glaive decks. Yesterday's one had like 2 Baneslayer Angels. That was nice. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm so hyped for this GP right now. I hope all the sealed pools are like this. I feel like we must have opened like actually a pretty decent pool. You miss the days of air traffic control, lizard or glaive. Those were good days. Those were good days, Shop. I miss those days also. Attack with my 8-3 Vigilant Menacing Double Striker. Oh, dear lord. Alright, we're on the draw. Thank you. I know I say I normally don't mulligan. I think I'm actually gonna mulligan this hand. I think this is my limit. We've found the breaking point. It's because these Golgari Guild Gates mismatch. If they were matching, I would keep this, but that's the deal breaker, you know? Just like clearly the deal breaker. Nice Abzan deck. Oh. I don't know, Milkman. That's very strange. Hopefully you get your bit badge back. Thanks for the bits. Appreciate them. Appreciate you. Do we want this? Like, we kind of need islands at some point. So I guess I'm keeping this. I don't know. Shrug. I know it's strictly correct to play the Golgari Guildgate, but I kind of wanted to lead on Selesnya Guildgate just to confuse my opponent more. Island and Vinebroker. Are you saying you've not seen this combo on stream multiple times before, Bobbin? We've definitely embraced this combo a lot on this stream. It's like perfect deck building. That was I was probably meant to play the Swamp there. I am really dumb. Forgive me. Alright. Yeah. God, Ocarina Assassin is terrifying. Just like sits there staring at you until they draw a Pax Favor. Generous Stray and Vinebroker. That slow incremental grind. Opponent should clearly trade with our shield mate. Cut us off our white mana. Woo! That is... This can't be a good play, can it? Trading a premium removal spell and a premium removal spell for our 2-drop on our cantrip. I'm sure I'm missing something here, but that was surprising to me. Alright. Graveyard. I guess if we put this in the graveyard, then whenever we draw the colored source, the Vinebroker gets back to Vinebroker, which is pretty hot. Ditching a Vinebroker feels so incorrect, though. We can use the Watcher to dig for a swamp, which is nice. Why did they kill a 1/2 with a statue? Could not answer that, Milkman. Very odd. I already don't know. Yeah, just ditch it so I can return it. That's probably fine. It feels bad because the card is so good, but we'll live. Set up the loop. That's a good draw. Suddenly okay that we didn't draw the Vinebroker. This card is kind of bananas. Just like gonna cast a million amazing flyers and run them over. Let's find a swamp here with our Watcher. So good. I'm pretty interested in both of these. I go Sphinx next turn after I go Monument, Poisoner, then the Vinebroker grows the Monument. This all seems great to me. Obviously I'd like a removal spell, so like there's some motivation to mill the Monument from that perspective, but I think those cards are just so good. It's kind of hard for me not to keep them on top. You feel like we are very far ahead. I agree. I agree with this assessment. Alright. Sphinxy. Got a riddle for you, opponent. What has 2 wings and takes 5 out of your life total every turn? Aggressive. Alright, I like both of these, right? Top. Watch out for Izoni or some other dumb rare, noted. So, the one problem is we expose ourselves really badly to rats here. If they have a rats, we feel awful, but I think I just want to pressure them as much as possible. That was pretty aggressive, you're not wrong. Nice. Alright. Get back our Fine Broker. Oh my god, Charlie. Finality is so scary. Like, the deck actually seems decent so far, based on what we've seen. Yeah, the deck only has good cards so far. They're flooding out a lot, but... Yeah, that makes sense, Bobbin. Try and get a 3-for-1 or 4-for-1 instead. Alright. I kinda just want to hold this Fine Broker forever, until this one dies. This is the same clock anyway, whatever. Take my Predator instead. Yeah, that's true, Shop. They could use Find just to rebuy the Harpooner. That's kinda nice. And this opening 2 Fine Brokers in a Seal Pool feels really messed up. Just having access to the loop in Limited. Just like nasty. Right, I'm pretty disinterested in Crushing Canopy against the black-green deck. I think the Loxodon seems nice against them because we can try and get our X4s out of finality range. Are there any cards that are weak but also soft to finality? Like, Informant isn't strong. And his soft finality could just become a Muse Drake. I don't know. Do you get away with no 2-drops often in the sealed format? So there are some Boros decks that you want 2-drops against, but in these like grindy mirrors, they just don't matter. You just want to play good cards. Yeah, there's not a ton of Boros, or is it in the sealed format exactly? Our deck is so good we aren't playing Muse Drakes, indeed. It's kind of absurd. Woodshaper's finding grindy matchups. Yeah, Woodshaper's decent. It's not very good on the splash though. We're only barely white, right? We've got 2 white sources and a shield mate that we can convoke the Loxodon off of. I think I'm just running it back like this. I could see a world in which we end up wanting to bring in more Muse Drakes, but... Yeah, the 4-mana 2-1 is really awkward for sure. I agree with that. It's a bit better with a Loxodon, but... Oh my gosh, Shop. I just saw the tweet about the sample hand. That's something. Yeah, this hand's nice. Easy keep. They put us on the play. We're gonna get to run them over with our agent. There's a tweet about the Quad Golgari Guildgate Watcher in the Mist sample hand. It was quite excellent. Bobbin. It was quite earned. Oh my gosh. Alright. Hopefully they don't have a blocker next turn and we get to like cast our old Jace's Ingenuity. Nice. I'm a fan of Jace's Ingenuity. this feels kind of messed up. Get rid of this forest. Keep the spell. It's kind of a whatever spell, but happily keep it. I guess I meant to attack first. I could draw a Hired Poisoner and want to cast it. But F6ing is also pretty nice. Ooh. 1/1 Death Touch. How do we ever beat a 1/1 Death Touch? Swingsies, they're probably just gonna snap off this block. Alright, I'm gonna cast the Dowser. It will trade with the Assassin to me. Have something nice to find Broker back. We're actually flooding a bit, so opponent's still very much in this game. Game is far from over. Obviously have some nice stuff going on here though. Ooh, Crow Swarm. I'm happy I have this Capture Sphere. I'll say that much. Oh wow. That's interesting. So I'd really like to draw a card off this 2/3. Have I put a glaive on an assassin? I have not done that yet, Bob, and that does sound particularly hot. I agree. What am I doing? I think my inclination is to cast Fine Broker this turn so I can go Capture Sphere plus Informant next turn. And maybe try and draw a card. I think I just run this attack with the Agent. Because they probably don't block if we've not got the ability active. And then I Fine Broker back the Dowser. The next turn, depending on how the board looks, I have the option of going Capture Sphere plus Informant. Which seems really nice. So I don't think I want to trade the Agent with the Crow Swarm. That is true, Shop. They are less likely to trade if we do that. That is very true. It also looks quite suspicious, of note. Alright, now I just Informant, force this to trade with this. I think I'm pretty happy with this trade. I'm planning on Capture Sphering this, right? I guess if there's a deadweight on top, I can just plan on deadweighting this and like grinding my way through it. And then I get to draw a card off my Darkblade Agent, which is kind of nice. Hit them for 5. Interesting. I think I'm going to keep both of these and Capture Sphere this now that we've seen the deadweight. Previously I was planning on just sphering this, but I think this works out nicely. I think if their plan is like returning Crow Swarm after it's been deadweighted, they're just going to get run over, so... Alright, this seems nice. We have to be a bit cautious of finality. Next time we're probably going Dowser plus Deadweight to play around finality a bit. Yeah, it makes finality less powerful, for sure. I agree with that, Shop. Doesn't free up the Crow Swarm anymore. Holy cow, that's a good one. Also not good, apparently. It is both good and not good, as the case might be. This is interesting. So if I go Indrik plus Deadweight, that creates the most pressure. Gets the Izoni off the board, which is nice. It's so bad against Finality. But our hand's pretty good at recovering from Finality. If they have a Finality, we untap, cast 4-drop, 5-drop. Immediately have pressure on board again. And it's obviously way better if they don't have Finality to take this line. So I think I'm just doing this line. I think we have enough game against Finality. And if they don't have Finality, this line is just way better. Right? Yeah, I'm kind of into this. Yeah, they probably Finality pre-Izoni too, yep. That is a good point. Would agree with that assessment. I feel like this puts on enough pressure on them that they can't rely on Find either. So they can't find back their Izoni, which is nice for us. God, this sealed format's kind of nice. Lots of nonsense going on. Obviously, we open up a very good pool, which is colouring my impression of it somewhat. Just a little bit. Statue, sure. That is true, Red Hand. That is true. Warping my impression of it slightly, for sure. Let's do this plus Dowser. That's probably enough pressure. Save the Night Veil Predator for if things go wary. I guess we could have just cast both of these, because they're going to take guaranteed free damage this turn no matter what they do, and then the Dowser's lethal, so they can't cast Finality anyway. Reasonable point. That might have been a punt, not just running out both our creatures. Alright. The old 4-0-8-0. Easy life. Good practice, good practice. Jeez. Alright. Like the 5-0-10-0, please. One-time dealer. Welcome to everyone watching the stream, by the way. Doing some standard today. Sealed today. The plan is for the rest of the week, we're doing some Jund and Modern tomorrow. My first time trying the deck in years. Because I'm probably playing it in Liverpool. Need to get some games in. And then on Friday, we're planning on some standard. If you'd like to read some standard content, check out my article posted on SCG today about the standard deck I played at the PT and the theory behind it. It's a really sweet article. Should definitely go give a look to it. Yeah, I'm definitely playing Jade's List, Bobbin. Giving Jade's List a try for tomorrow. But yeah, go check the article on SCG. It's really good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. If you are a subscriber, make sure to connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts, because we have a sub-only Discord, which is great. It is on premium, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, it is on premium. I haven't had a non-premium article yet. Ooh, against I can never pronounce his name. We're against a coverage person. I'm not about to butcher someone's name on stream. How do we end up doing at the PT? We went 11-4-1 for 20th place out of 510 people. Good for $3,000 and 11 pro points. It was a good PT. It was a very good PT, I will say. Sound is nice. It doesn't bother, and that might need updating some point. Once I hit gold level, I think I will message Cedric asking to update it. Until then, it's probably fine as it is. But agreed that it's not quite in date at the moment. Yeah, it's a really good finish, Og. I'm like ecstatic about it. His name is constantly butchered on MTG streams. No, that's so rude. Jeez. I guess I'm discarding this dead weight. Sure, I have to discard this dead weight. You discard the monument. Interesting. Monument's also not great. It's between these two, I think. You know they have a thief next turn, you need to poop. I might need to... Discarding this guarantees there's a thief next turn. But not just discarding this guarantees there's no thief. So I'm kind of unsure, you know? It's fine. If they go thief, we go island. Island off the top. Alright. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Salt, salt, salt. Let's get our monument down. Ooh, the opponent had an idea. Sure. That is fine. Run out my Dowser. Get some pressure going. It's Battle Box competitor Autumn. Whoever would I battle box against though, Mason? Good to see you. It's fun recording the podcast earlier. Alright, this rat is pecking away. Gnawing away, I guess. Am I just casting this Indrik, or am I being patient? I might just be patient, I guess. I don't really want to waste this Indrik. No Snubby. Snubby is here. Snubby is great. Also, for those who didn't realize, Snubby got a tweet from, like, the official coverage account, which is the most absurd thing in the world. Kinda love it. Is that a substitute doll? It is. It is also a Snubhorn sentry. They look quite similar. Who we're playing against? I can never pronounce names. Marjan Liebert. I just butchered that horrifically. Something along those lines. Anyway. Getting the flyer or the child? Child has more power. Flyer is more annoying. It could do... It could indeed do that, Simon. It could indeed. Yeah, the child can't really attack. That is true. This is, like, way tougher than it has any right to be. Marine Liebert. Okay. I just, like, messed up as bad as conceivably possible. Cool. I am not convinced this is correct, but whatever. Probably doesn't actually make much of a difference. Boop. Also, it was good seeing you, Simon, at the PT. Dead Indrik? No, we can't find broker it now. So heartbreaking. Can we please draw an island? I'm gonna feel really dumb if you don't draw an island at some point. Hey, perfection. Right. We go Watcher plus Glaive this turn, or we could just get down the 3/3 to block them really nicely. You're writing an article today solely about your love of Snubhorn Sentry. Snubhorn Sentry deserves a lot of love, to be fair, Simon. It's very understandable. Oh my god. Oh, I was terrified of Disdainful Stroke there. Just like, gave me chills, you know? Good deck building. They've had a ton of removal. They have had a lot of removal, it's true. Watcher and Loxodon is a combo. Oh my god, everything's dying! Everything I hold dear. This deck is kind of 4-color. We have the ever so gentle splash for a Loxodon that's probably not meant to be in our deck. But meme value is a lot of value, let me tell you. Don't have Disdainful Stroke. Thank you. Good old Vigilant Flying, Death Touch, Hexproof. Just good deck building. Stroke is disgusting in the sealed format. I can believe it. Can definitely believe that. Oh no! Oh no! That's such a good unexplained disappearance. Oh my gosh. Alright. Wow. That was nice. I just point out how much better a position we would be in if we'd killed the Child of Night instead, by the way. I feel like I'm allowed to point that out. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. I'm gonna kill this Nightveil Sprite so I can keep attacking. This might be overly aggressive, but if we draw a Guild Gate next turn, we actually win this race, so... Alright. I really wish we just killed the Child Knight a few turns ago with the dino. This game would be a lot easier then, because they wouldn't have gained all this life. We'd actually be winning this race pretty nicely. Obviously we're still in a fine position, but we still have a really stacked deck at the moment, a bunch of fine brokers and stuff to draw to. Case in point. Attack with both? Or attack with one? I think just attack with one, then I can fine broker the Watcher. Obviously if I attack with both and they double block, I get to fine broker the Dark Blade. Develop my board really nicely this turn. I think getting back to Watcher is good enough though. I said they double block, it clears the way for the fine broker. That's kind of nice. A grown-up snubby returning all the love it gets. That sounds pretty accurate. It looks kind of like a grown-up snubby. Snubby's later years. Alright. Please, no counterspell. Thank you. Just get back Watcher or get back Dark Blade. I think either of them are pretty absurd. Oh, trade for the Predator on their turn, get our Predator back. That seems reasonable. I think I just want to get back the Watcher. I agree. It's like kind of awkward. Like, developing our board this much probably means we can't possibly lose, but this is also pretty great. Right, I want to block where I'm really far ahead now, just to ensure we don't like lose to nonsense. What does the giant do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we trade, the giant would do 6 to us. I think the giant's going to be too hard to beat though regardless, because they only need one more trump blocker to get there with it. There's a lot left. We feel like we want to block. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on it. I think it's kind of a tough one. We're pretty far ahead at the moment, which is like why I'm kind of inclined to. No, I'm not convinced this is correct. It's kind of a tough decision. If our Watcher gets counterspelled, things get like a bit sketchy, but I think I'm just gonna do this. I feel pretty far ahead at the moment. Either we draw a land and get to like suit up our Fine Broker, or we draw a spell and have lots of spells. You're not going to say anything about this time? Seems reasonable. I don't think there are any like pump spells that get us here in the format, not in blue-black. There's no like supernatural stamina type effect. Yeah, that makes sense, Shop. That makes sense. I could see that being the case. Yeah, we're not dead to giant now. They'd still need another blocker to kill us with giant. Another creature to like jam in front of one of our creatures. Ooh, untapped land is nice. It means we get to swing with the Fine Broker. Right, there's no like mana leak in the format, so I guess I equip and attack first, and then Watcher post combat. Yeah, we don't know they have the giant in the deck, and it's like fairly unlikely they have it. This is true. Play it first to see if it resolves. I mean, we're doing this attack regardless, so I don't know how much that changes. And this gives us more information for the Surveil, because we know whether the Fine Broker's dying or not. Graveyard top. Stray's actually a nice draw with us having the glaive in play. Weirdly. Ritual of Soot. Oh my god. Oh, that's so gas. Jeez. Do the rituals add up? If you combine 2 ritual upsets, do they destroy everything CMC 6 or less? Oh my lord. I can feel the 5-0-10-0 incoming. I can feel it incoming. Only works if you cast expansion on ritual. Oh my god. Is there anything we want in super slow grindfest? I kind of want these Muse Drakes almost. Muse Drakes are kind of hot. We could cut like Shieldmate Loxodon and just bring in 2 Muse Drakes, and that seems fine. These are just like good against their deck. Oh, Bats to trade with the Night Veil. No, that's true. That's a great point. That's a great point, Shop. I still want this Guild Gate. The games are slow and it works well with the Glaive. Is Vapor's good against them? I don't think so. We saw like a Child of Night and a Rat, and that's it. I assume it's not very good. What do we want to cut? I feel like I still want the Deadweight. We didn't see many good targets for it. But Crushing Canopy. What does Crushing Canopy hit that we saw? We didn't actually see many of the big blue flyers. I don't think. Capture Sphere? No, I'm not cutting Capture Sphere. Oh, it could kill a Capture Sphere. Yeah, we saw a Capture Sphere. You're right, Caius. You're right. 1/2 Surveil Fly. Yeah, that's a fine thing to Canopy. That's true. Canopy seems like a fine option. I kind of want to cut this Monument. They have so much removal. This seems like a lot of investment to set up and get growing to attack with. I feel like it's just worse than all our other top end. Poisoner is not great in this matchup. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that. Based on what we've seen anyway. Let's try this, see how this goes. Alright, I need the 5-0-10-0. I need it in my life. It's like the perfect start to my seal testing. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna draw a 3rd land. Make this game very easy. On the play with our Notion Rain. Gotta cut Poisoner to make the curve look good. Ah. Perfect. 3rd land, snap it off. Can't possibly lose. Kinda take back what I said. My card is good. My card is quite good. Alright, we need lands. That is a very mediocre land, but I'm gonna keep it. Alright. Alright, Bellspray gets to start pecking away, which is fine. Oh, whoa, Milda Guild Summit, digging for lands, I assume? Based on that. I kind of want to Capture Sphere this, just to deny Surveils. The game's gonna go long. I don't really care about running out of threat here, particularly. I kind of just want to make sure my opponent doesn't get, like, Surveil value. We haven't seen many good targets for the Capture Sphere anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna run out this Capture Sphere. It's like a pretty unexciting Capture Sphere, but seems fine to me. Incoming Unexplained Disappearance recast. Sure, this is fine. Got our own. Basically playing the mirror. Alright, they're just gonna Deadly Visit this next turn, but we gotta get through those somehow. Yep, A-okay. Opponent is Marine Liber. Or Liber, who used to be a pro player, I believe. I don't know much about him beyond that, though. But he does coverage for a bunch of the European events. Boros Guildgate, that's just for the Guild Summit. Makes sense. Ooh, wow. This is a nice one. Kind of want both of these. The Capture Sphere deals with the free one they have in their hand. Recursive free one. Oh wow, I didn't realize that pool. That's really impressive. Alright, this one is nice. Honestly, not 100%. I'm even meant to play out this Darkblade Agent. Like, could just hold it as discard fodder for rats or something. The draws this game have looked downright normal, indeed. It's gonna be real awkward when we start drawing fine brokers. I'll say that much. Alright. Yep. The stare down begins. Four PT top 8s. That's really impressive. Oh! Oh my god. This hand. What is happening? I'm not 100% it's even correct to play out the glaive. If they play a rat, we'd probably discard it. Glaive on Predator is pretty good here. I guess. I don't know, I feel like they win that race, is the problem. Yeah, you don't need a gate for them to get Menace and Vigilance, that's correct, JD. Alright. We could get in an attack. I kind of want to watch her, get in with my Darkblade Agent. Run into a counterspell. This Cover Up is such a good mirror breaker. Jeez. This is disgusting. Cover Up's just like the mirror breaker, right? Now his draws are just like that much better than us from this point on. Yep. This is awkward. I almost feel forced just to take this trade. Just because I'm so far behind. I just need, like, time. It's kind of awkward giving the person who has Deadly Cover Up extra time. But... Alright, that's a nice draw. With the glaive as well. Green source. Interesting. What would I play at GP Milwaukee? I personally would probably play black-green. I think the Drake's deck is really good though. The blue-red Drake's deck is like A+. I don't want to draw the Guild Gate next turn, and I feel like the Canopy is going to do something if I draw it. Yeah, I definitely keep the Guild Gate. It's just whether I keep the Canopy or not. Doesn't do anything at the moment is the problem. Oh, I drew it once I glaive up the agent. You're right. It's true. Or they double block, which is just great for me. I think the Canopy's gonna do something. I'm not convinced we're meant to keep it, but I feel like this game's gonna go long. We just want like as many spells as we can have access to. Autumn's chat is much smarter than other Twitch chats. My chat is great. Agree. Strong agree. Nice. Green source located. So the 4/5 gets to get in, which is not ideal, but oh my god, 2 predators. No, this is so bad for us. This crushing canopy looks embarrassing right now. Do I have a black-green list? I do, up on SCG. I talk about my list from the PT. It is great. Strong recommend. I enjoyed it a lot. Alright. This canopy feels really awkward. Low-key regret. Yeah, I got 20th place, Bobbin. I misspoke when I said I got 19th on Twitter. I'd read it as 19th at the venue, but it was actually 20th. I just, like, didn't read perfectly. Oh my god. Don't let me die with this canopy in hand. Don't let this be the way I go down. The embedded article in the deck list in the article says 19th. Interesting. I mean, not the end of the world, I guess. See ya, Caius. Safe travels. Yeah, not like it actually matters exactly. Yeep. The fact they're killing this instead of the Indruk is scary. Obviously I have to fire off the double block here, or else I just die very quickly. If we draw a Guild Gate, we're actually in an okay position. We then get to suit up the Drake and try and trade it for the Predator. Alright, that's actually a fine draw too. Drake into Guild Gate, come on. Sure. We're gonna let you into the Hall of Fame, but apparently you're one top 19 short. Oh my god, Bobbin. That's a lot. Yeah, the ideas in our black-green deck list are like a bit wild and weird, but they're like very interesting. I think they make a lot of logical sense. And obviously it performed very well for like 2 of our 3 team members. And Jade mainly had a rough PT just because she faced like, you know, ringer after ringer after ringer every single round. Can't really be helped. If we draw a forest, we only have 1 forest in our deck. Of note. Forests are not common commodities around these here parts. Interesting. Destroy target creature with flying. Opponent did see the line. What am I doing with this takedown? If anything. I guess I attack with my 2/4 vigilance. And then I can like re-equip the glaive to set up a double block on the Predator. If they double block, I get to take down one of them and just like sweep their board, which is nice. And then just take 3 and re-equip. Otherwise I get to set up the double block with the drakes. I think either of those work out pretty nicely. Attack all. Interesting. I don't hate it. I think this is nice though. Alright, now they only have a Predator. Next turn we get to threaten the double block. If we draw a gate, we can single block. If we draw a green gate, it casts Fine-Broker in a turn's time. I think we're in a fine position. Obviously the operative in the yard is scary. Deadweight was not the actual best draw. This attack gets blown out by a Whisper Agent, but I think the damage actually matters, so attack first. This way we get to attack for 1 more damage. Because otherwise we only get to attack with the Informant for just like 2. They have a stupid tap kill, Artful Takedown. Yeah, that's pretty good. That was the risk, leaving it a turn before trying to take down the Predator. Although I guess we would have gotten blown out in combat, so it doesn't actually change anything. They would have got us either way. Our game was sweet. Our game was really, really tight. We get a game 3. We can't get the 5-0, 10-0, but we can still get the 5-0, 10-1. I don't think I want to change anything. I'm pretty happy with how we have this set up. The canopy was nice. I think canopy's good against them. Obviously we just had like slight mana issues that game, which is kind of inevitable with how greedy our deck is. It's going to happen like some portion of the time. We were like pretty overdue, if we're being completely honest. Alright. I would like to go second, please. Perfect hand, kinda. This card is doing a lot of work here. I need to board in Clarion versus those Predators. I could cast it this game, Milkman. Eminently castable. How would we ever not cast Clarion in our Find-Broker mono blue deck? I really hope this Lantern doesn't get Never Happened. If we lose by getting this Lantern Never Happened, I am going to be salty. Let me tell you. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. Yes, we resolved it. We resolved it. Oh my god, we can win this game. This is such a good Lantern. This is the best Lantern I've ever seen. This is like honestly a bit unreasonable. Just a little bit. Oh my god. Lantern is so good. I know, right? The great battle between Mountain Nightveil and... Don't you mean Island Findbroker? We're literally seeing the Nightmare Island Findbroker scenario. Alright, deal. could just cast my Sphinx. It probably just gets killed, but then I find broker it back. Whatever. Just cast Find Broker from basic islands. Oh my god. That's kind of disgusting. Deadly Visit. Sure. Just get rid of all the lands off the top. Ooh, Glaive is not very good at the moment. I like this Glaive, but yes, it's going into the graveyard. Why are there so many mountains? I wonder what the mountains are for. Kind of curious. Alright, dupe, dupe, dupe. This is intense work going on over here. I kind of want to get back the bats, just because it like efficiently blocks this. And like all we care about is blocking the Night Veil Predator, but the Surveil is so nice. Four Islands, Find Broker, the dream. Pretty proud of this. Worked hard on it. Oh my god, we're so dead. Just can't possibly win. All these removal spells in hand, and we're just dead. Our Glaive's in the graveyard, we can't even suit up our Muse Drake. This is a way to go down. Predator is so good. Predator is stealing this 5-0 from us. From our very midst. What answers do we have to the Predator? We can trade a Predator with it. Other than that, all our answers just get killed is the problem. Just like, trade with removal spells. Ooh, we can Canopy that one. If we draw a land, we get to go Muse Drake plus Canopy. Oh my god. I guess I just have to Crushing Canopy this Capture Sphere now. He uses my mana real poorly. Is the problem. Should have been more specific. To be fair, we have drawn most of our basics this game. In my defense. So we need opponent to have 0 removal spells the rest of the game. Oh wow. That is not helping the hope for 0 removal spells. Alright, untapped land, please. Alright. So if opponent doesn't have a removal spell, we get to go trade Chump. Interesting. We can take my other Sphinx. Yep. So now even if they don't have a removal spell, they still get us. No! My heart. That's kind of gross. GG's. 5-0 taken from our very midst. That's kind of sweet though. This deck was nice. This deck was a blight. Let's before we open the next one, I'm just gonna take a picture of this. The Edict to fly a thing, yeah, clip wings. Clip wings would have been quite helpful. Hexproof is not ideally designed. Alright, let's take a screenshot here before we hop into the next one. So we can send this to my testing group. Sealed 1 for 1. Alright. Let's do another league. This format is sweet.